An alarming report about toxic emissions at the Salton Sea. Many of you have experienced that rotten egg smell from time to time.
Well, that's right. Now reports of more severe medical issues than previously thought from those living in the area. This as data proves pollution is worse than what's being recorded. News Channel 3's Angela Chen has what you need to know.
The nose knows when the wind blows.
So what you're smelling is actually hydrogen sulfide, which is what we associate with the smell of rotten egg.
On certain days when it's in the air, the scent of the Salton Sea, about 50 miles southeast of Palm Springs, is not one you want to breathe into deeply.
Dead and dry. Sad.
Dead fish, a little bit of pollution.
Smelly. There was dead fish.
Alejandra Lopez, a community scientist, has been researching the toxic lake and talking to nearby residents.
When we speak with the community, we find that they always talk about, obviously, this rotten egg smell that we have kind of known to associate with the Salton Sea, but they also speak about episodes of asthma or having nausea or severe headaches whenever they smell this.
And so what does that mean in the larger picture?
These are sometimes indicators of chronic exposure to H2S.
H2S is hydrogen sulfide, that rotten egg stink. It comes from the low oxygen, high salt composition of the Salton Sea. And now new briefs from UCLA's Latino Policy and Politics Institute show toxic emissions from the Salton Sea are actually higher than what's allowed by the state. It also shows gaps in monitoring.
The pollution of the Salton Sea is much worse than what the government data suggest. Our team used high-frequency sensors to capture real-time conditions that then capture the living experiences of residents nearby. These conditions include toxic gas emissions, very poor water quality.
Studies have shown that children in Imperial County, where the Salton Sea is, suffer the highest number of asthma-related ER visits in California. The problem, according to the brief, is that while we've known the Salton Sea is shrinking and that it's the government's responsibility to deal with it, there's been little done to help the people who are suffering because of the lake.
These are predominantly Indigenous, Latinx, immigrant, and low income who have a really hard time having access to healthcare, which is why within our policy brief, we recommend for responsible agencies to also provide funds for healthcare services as well.
The briefs call for immediate policies, including proper enforcement of the hydrogen sulfide emissions, a community compensation fund, funding projects to fix the nutrient levels, and fixing how frequently the water quality is monitored, and creating a Salton Sea Water and Air Quality Authority. Salton Sea is a terminal lake, which means things like agricultural runoff go in, but not out of the lake, making it saltier and saltier. Lopez says the older generations living by the Salton Sea have resigned themselves to the belief that they won't see the lake fixed while they live.
And what sticks with me is that they have kind of made peace with the fact that it's not going to happen in their lifetime, and they are hoping that it will happen in either their children's lifetime or their grandchildren's lifetime, because their main concern is about the youth right now and nearby schools and children who play outside and being able to still smell that smell from even those locations.
Angela Chen, News Channel 3.